The cheerleaders were going to be a very focal part of the game. I will still contend, if you do it in a very tasteful way, that cheerleaders should be a focal point of the NFL games today. That's the reason they're there. That's what we attempted to do. We didn't try to do anything that was not tasteful. We just tried to focus on the things that everybody else was focused on and tried to be real and tell the truth instead of saying one thing and doing the other.
So tell me about going into their locker rooms with cameras. Speaking of tasteful.
Well, that was one of the funny things, is that we did this whole big promotion that next week at halftime, we're actually going to go into the locker room of the cheerleaders to see what goes on in there at halftime of a football game.
The cameras are going to be rolling in your locker room. Got to be excited about that.
Absolutely. Coach, I mean, they'll be able to see the wild and crazy times that we have in our locker room. We should keep the mystery. We shouldn't reveal everything. Come on, Michelle, this is great exposure.
I saw nothing but problems and wasn't crazy about it at all from the beginning.
There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in there.
When you say stuff, what do you mean by that?
You really want to know?
Yep.
Watch and see.
A script was prepared from Vince's wrestling writers. And I was really nervous that when we went into the cheerleader locker room, the script was that.
I'll do whatever it takes to bring you to the action. Why? Because I'm passionate about my football.
17-year-old boys would think this was great. I casually said, "Hey, Vince, have you seen the script for the cheerleader locker room?" And he's like, "Yeah, what did you think?" I said, "Did you think it was sexy?" And he was like, "Oh, God, it's not sexy?" And I went, "Well, I don't know. I mean, is it funny?" And he goes, "Oh, God, it's not sexy. It's not funny." And in fact, Dick walked over at that time and told us of a Saturday Night Live skit that his wife had done where the women went into the ladies' room.
The sketch was called The Ladies' Room. They went in, and it were these luxurious couches and bubbling waters and people getting massages. It was this wonderful place that women would be associated, and that was to be the idea with this.
It's a dream sequence. The guy hits his head, and this was his dream.
They want to use one of the Bubba Camp guys, and they realize that John Bruno is the perfect character for this little skit. So John can't say no, and off he goes.
Hey, here we go. And Mark.
On the other side of that door is sheer paradise. Now then, I want you to get in there, and I want you to go get me some ratings. Hey! You idiot!
Vince gets him down on the ground and smacking him. And I go, "Did he really smack you?" He goes, "He really smacked me."
Wake up! Hey, wake up! Wake up!
Wake up. Are you okay?
It didn't exactly go together all that well, but we saved the day by having Rodney Dangerfield come out of the shower in a towel.
I tell you, when I played football, I got no respect at all. I shared a locker with a mop. Yeah, I was the quarterback, and it was rough. I kept falling in love with the center. Hey, where's my wife? I can hear my wife. Where is she?
Okay. Oh my God, Bruno, are you okay? What's happening? Bruno, what's going on here? Bruno, oh my God, wake up, Bruno.
All right, girls, hey, let's go. Break it up, come on. I got it, thank you. He's gonna be all right. I've got it.
Sure?
Please go to the field, all right? Halftime's about over. Okay. All right? I'll take care of it.
That show wasn't great. It wasn't horrible.
You ruined this whole damn thing for me. Look at you. Wake up! Wake up!
It just created a bunch of havoc.
Wake up! Wake up! Now get up and get out there. Get out of the field. Take your helmet with you.
There was nothing vulgar about it. There was nothing distasteful about it. And I think a lot of people that didn't watch it had an opinion. "Oh, that's just terrible." Did you see it? I didn't think so. And that's the issue we had with certain people who just wanted to be critical and they didn't actually see it. When I look back on it now, the time I spent with the cheerleaders is something that I will cherish for a long time.